Okay, I thought this might be a good film to make for people who are thinking of buying piranha as pets. So, I mean, it's somebody new to keeping piranha. Now, we always talk about fish, researching the fish you want to keep, which is obviously really important. That's a completely different subject, huge subject. But obviously that's important. But before we do any of that, to be honest, we have to think about ourselves, I think. There are two types of piranha keeper. This is just my opinion, like I said. But you've got two types of type of person you are. Now, the first one being you like to keep fish and you like to look after them and get them looking really good. Now that's the first type. The second type is having piranha in groups. Okay, and that type of person is someone who keeps a group of piranha and they're okay about the situation. I mean, this can be very hard on you when you have, say, a group of pygos, red bellies, caribes, and pariah. If you have a group of piranha together, they can look very roughed up. They can have a lot of damage to their fins. Sometimes you can, I mean, it's a huge subject. Sometimes you can have deaths, even when you set out the tank perfect. So this situation, you can be in a situation where you get fish that are looking rather roughed up. Some die, and you have to buy some more to introduce to the group. So it's hard. That one is hard if you're really somebody that keeps the fish to make them look really good. So you're a collector of specimens. Now, when I first started, I didn't know anything about piranha. I did my research and everything else, and I ended up in this area mainly because red bellies were so easy to buy. So I ended up listening to research and I went down this road, keeping a group. Now, when really I'm this person. I like to keep my fish looking really good, as good as I can. And if you end up in this scenario, you find it really hard. And I think that's why a lot of people suffer with piranha. They keep a group of red bellies and they don't enjoy it as much as keeping their other fish, because it's hard. I mean, I remember a few times looking at night in the dark and it was total anarchy in the tank. Total anarchy. Everyone's flying around and it's the survival of the fittest. Some fish do get roughed up and injured and some end up dead. And you end up buying more, like I said, to reintroduce to the group. So you really need to think about what type of person are you before you start keeping piranha. Like I said, I'm this person without realising at the time. I mean, I go fishing a lot. I used to go fishing a lot more. I've hardly gone fishing at the moment, actually. I want to do some more fishing. But I started off as a fisherman for years and years and years. Then I started keeping fish, so I didn't really know anything about all this and didn't know anything about piranha. And I found myself in this situation when really I want to keep fish and make them look as good as possible. I'm a collector, specimen of specimens, you know. So you need to have a long, hard think about what type of person you are before you even do the fish research. That way it will help you to direct as to what type of piranha you want to buy, what kind of setup you're going to have. So hopefully this film will avoid you going down the road and ending up in a scenario you don't like, you know. So just something to think about. Hope it's useful to somebody. But it's just my opinion. Like I said, something to think about before you actually even start buying your piranha or researching them. Think about yourself. What type of person are you?